6 numbers to win big lottery. Jackpot on Wednesday, the 23rd of July 2025. Buddhist teachings. What if the numbers you choose aren't just random digits, but quiet messengers of wisdom, energy, and timing? Every now and then, something whispers to us a number on a receipt, a clock that strikes 7:07, or a dream that repeats a strange sequence. We brush it off as coincidence, but what if it's not? What if those numbers are signals not just for luck, but for spiritual alignment? In this special episode of The Journey of Wisdom, we're diving into the sacred meaning behind 6 powerful numbers, inspired by Buddhist teachings and ancient insights. Each one holds more than just the potential for a jackpot. It holds a vibration, a teaching, and a pathway to real abundance, in money, in peace, and in purpose. So, if you're curious not just about winning but about awakening, then take a breath, stay present, and let's walk through the numbers that may shift not only your fortune but your life. 1. Number 7. Enlightenment and divine luck. Among the many numbers believed to hold mystical power, the number 7 has long stood as a symbol of divine harmony, insight, and spiritual awakening, not just in ancient traditions, but also in the moments that quietly shape our modern lives. Consider this: there are 7 days in a week, 7 colors in the rainbow, and 7 wonders of the world. These are not coincidences, but signs that remind us of a natural rhythm that connects us all. In Buddhism, the sacred meaning of 7 is especially profound. After Siddhartha Gautama attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, it is said that he took 7 deliberate steps, and with each step, a lotus bloomed beneath his feet, a beautiful symbol of rising above suffering and reaching spiritual purity. The energy of the number 7 brings more than just a promise of luck. It offers wisdom, calm, and unexpected blessings in areas like work, finances, and relationships, often at the most needed and timely moments. In today's fast-moving world, where stress and doubt often cloud our inner peace, using this number as a spiritual anchor can guide us gently back to balance. A powerful daily practice begins with morning meditation. Sit in stillness, breathe with purpose, and silently chant 7 while visualizing a golden light enveloping your body, a light of calmness and clarity. Throughout your day, keep the number close, write it down, and place it where your attention often goes: in your wallet, on your phone, or on your desk. This keeps you tethered to intention, not just chance. And before sleep takes you, bring your heart to gratitude. Reflect on 3 things from your day that brought you joy or meaning, then repeat 7 like a soft mantra that calms your mind and blesses your rest. As the Dhammapada says, a disciplined mind brings happiness. This is not just about wishing for lottery numbers, but about aligning yourself with the quiet, powerful energy that opens doors in ways logic cannot always explain. When you approach life with mindfulness and presence, even luck begins to feel less like a gamble and more like a gentle unfolding of right timing. 2. Number 65. Harmony and growth. If you're someone looking for signs or numbers that could bring luck, then number 65 might hold more meaning than just digits. In Buddhist-inspired wisdom, the number 6 symbolizes virtue and compassion, the kind of goodness that flows from the heart and uplifts others. The number 5 brings action, freedom, and evolution, reminding you that growth comes from movement and bold steps. Together, 65 becomes a symbol of harmony between the spiritual and material world, guiding you to live in balance between giving and receiving, working and resting, dreaming and doing. One simple way to apply this is through what we call the internal-external balance exercise. List 6 things that nourish your soul, like meditating, walking in nature, or journaling. Then list 5 things that move your career forward, such as learning, networking, or investing. Each day, do one from each group to stay whole and energized. You can also write down 65 and place it where you'll see it, like your bathroom mirror or your phone lock screen, and let it ask you silently, am I living in harmony today? Even when you're deciding whether to spend money, rest, or take on a new opportunity, simply whispering 65 to yourself can bring you back to center. Let me tell you a quick story. There's a man named Kevin from Ohio. He used to be constantly chasing success, working long hours, skipping meals, ignoring time with his family. One day, he came across this number, 65, while exploring mindfulness practices. He decided to apply the balance technique. 6 soul activities, 5 work actions. He printed 65 on a sticky note and kept it on his desk. Over time, things began to shift. He wasn't just working harder, he was working wiser. That shift helped him stay calm during a big business decision that led to a small investment, which later turned into a life-changing win, not just financially, but in peace and relationships too. He jokes now that 65 didn't just bring him luck, it brought him back to life. So here's a question for you. Are you living in balance right now? Or are you tipping too far toward one side, either chasing or escaping? The lesson from number 65 is simple. True success isn't just about what you win, it's about who you become while winning. When we live in harmony, our choices become clear, our energy becomes calm, and good things find their way to us more naturally. You may be dreaming of a jackpot, but ask yourself, are you ready to receive it without losing your peace? Because in the end, the real jackpot is a life lived in balance. 3. Number 43. The bridge to change your life. If you've been waiting for a sign that it's time to turn your life around emotionally, financially, or even spiritually, then let's talk about the power behind the number 43, a number that in Buddhist-inspired teachings is known as the bridge to change your life. Now, why does this number carry so much energy? It's because it blends the strength of 2 powerful meanings. The number 4 represents stability, discipline, and a strong foundation, the kind of grounded effort that keeps us steady even during chaos. The number 3, on the other hand, is full of creativity, faith, and the courage to embrace the new. So when you bring them together as 43, what you get is a symbol of transformation, a bridge, connecting where you are now to where you truly want to be. This is the number of breakthroughs, of fresh starts, of finally stepping out of the loop and choosing a higher path. The Buddha once said, "To live is to change, and to be perfect is to have changed often." So let me ask you, what part of your life is quietly asking to be transformed right now? To put this number into practice, you can start your mornings with a short but powerful visualization. Close your eyes and imagine a glowing bridge stretching ahead of you. Each time you silently say 43, picture yourself placing one golden brick onto that bridge. This isn't just imagination, it's intention. Another practical way to anchor this energy is to write the number 43 on a small piece of paper and keep it close to your heart. Let it serve as a personal promise that you're not staying stuck. And here's something special. On Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025, try this practice. Write down 3 big changes you want to welcome into your life. Then, slowly repeat 43 as a quiet activation of the energy you're calling in. Remember, nothing changes until you decide to change, but once you do, life has a way of surprising you in the most beautiful ways. So, what change are you ready to say yes to today? If you've made it this far, you're already aligning yourself with the wisdom that could guide you to Wednesday's big lottery jackpot. Comment below with "Lucky Dharma" to affirm your belief in this powerful blend of numbers and Buddhist insight. Don't click away, there's more to uncover that could shift your fortune. Stay until the end to receive the full teaching and your best chance at a life-changing win. 4. Number 94. Awakening and Enlightenment. The number 94 carries a deep, transformative energy, one that speaks not only to the end of old cycles, but to the rebirth of wisdom and spiritual strength. In the language of Buddhist understanding, the number 9 symbolizes the completion of one journey, the shedding of illusions and suffering, while 4 represents the stability and foundation needed to start anew with mindfulness and clarity. When combined, 94 becomes a powerful symbol of awakening. It tells us that we must let go of what no longer serves us to welcome a fresh, enlightened perspective. The Buddha once said, "Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again." This is exactly what the energy of 94 invites us to do. In a simple and meaningful way, you can begin this practice in the evening. Find a quiet space and take a few minutes to write down 9 things you want to let go of. Things like self-doubt, toxic relationships, fear, or habits that disturb your peace of mind. As you cross off each item on your list, gently say 94 to yourself. This isn't a magic word, but a calm reminder that you are letting go of old energy and making space for something new. Once you've released those 9 things, take another moment to write down 4 positive things you want to welcome into your life, like love, clarity, abundance, or self-acceptance. This practice helps you shift your focus and energy with intention, allowing you to move forward with a clearer, more peaceful mind. Meditation can deepen this process. As you sit with your breath, quietly repeat 94 and see yourself standing at the edge of an old path with a radiant door ahead. Walk through it, not with force, but with curiosity and calm, allowing each repetition of 94 to clear the dust of yesterday. In your everyday life, apply this awareness through a daily practice of conscious change. In the morning, pick one unskillful habit you're ready to end, like procrastination or impatience, and pair it with one wholesome action, perhaps a moment of gratitude, a short walk in nature, or a kind word to a loved one. Writing 94 on your palm or placing it somewhere visible serves as a gentle reminder. Today is a new day, a mindful day. The journey to awakening doesn't happen in one big moment. It's in the small, quiet choices we make again and again. By aligning with the energy of 94, we learn not to chase luck blindly, but to become inwardly prepared so that when blessings do arrive, we're ready to receive them with open hands and an open heart. 5. Number 60. 6. The gateway to total prosperity. If you've been searching for a deeper way to connect with both spiritual and material abundance, then let's take a moment to explore the profound energy behind the number 66. In Buddhist teachings, the number 6 represents the 6 paramitas, the 6 foundational virtues that guide us toward enlightenment: generosity, morality, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. When this sacred number 6 is doubled into 66, its energy expands to a cosmic scale, like a clear bell ringing across the universe, awakening the potential inside you to rise above confusion and scarcity. Think of 66 not as just a number, but as a gateway, a powerful vibration that aligns your spirit with divine peace, deep wisdom, and a path that attracts both spiritual and material prosperity. So how do you tap into this? Through deep, intentional practice. When you sit quietly in meditation, breathe slowly and feel a golden light pouring down like warm sunlight, washing over your body and heart. Recite 66 softly, allowing the sound to resonate through your chest like a sacred mantra. Before bed, write the number 66 on a piece of paper and place it beneath your pillow. Let your subconscious absorb its calming and transformative energy as you rest. And here's a powerful ritual. Each morning, write down 6 things you're truly grateful for and 6 goals you wish to accomplish in the year 2025. As you write, feel that cosmic energy flowing through your pen into your intentions. Let your actions echo your inner alignment. So let me ask you, what would your 6 gratitude points be today? And what goals would you write that truly matter to your heart? By focusing on these, you activate something greater than luck. You step into alignment. The lesson here is simple yet powerful. When you cultivate inner peace and clarity, the outer world begins to reflect it. That's not superstition, it's the fruit of mindful living. Keep walking the path. Stay centered. Let the number 66 be your reminder that everything you seek begins within. 6. Number 38. Transcending limits and infinite connections. Let me tell you something special. Just between us, have you ever thought about how numbers could be more than just digits on a page? Let's explore the deeper meaning behind the number 38, especially as we move toward the powerful date of Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. In Buddhist understanding, this number carries a spiritual message that speaks directly to your heart. The number 3 represents a complete connection, body, mind, and spirit. When these 3 are in harmony, you experience clarity, strength, and peace, the foundation of any true success in life. Meanwhile, 8 holds the shape of the infinity symbol, an endless flow of energy, abundance, and prosperity. Together, 38 is a symbol of transcending your limits and stepping into a field of infinite connection and possibility. But how do we align with this energy? How do we open ourselves to the unseen gifts around us? The Buddha once said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." Each morning, as you wake up and sit in stillness, gently close your eyes and place your hand over your heart. Whisper the words 38 softly, as if speaking to your inner self. With each breath, visualize a golden light rising from the center of your chest, slowly spreading through your body from your heart to your head, from your fingertips to your toes. Let this golden light wash away doubt, fear, and fatigue. See it touching every part of you, unlocking your hidden strength and reminding you of who you truly are. As this light grows, bring to mind a vision of the life you want to create, not just what you wish to have, but who you wish to become. Let this number, 38, be your quiet mantra, a symbol of your connection to infinite possibility and inner balance. Then write down 3 big dreams you wish to realize, and next to each, jot down 8 small actions you can take today, no matter how small, to move forward. Why 8? Because energy needs direction. As we move closer to July 23rd, take a quiet moment that day, close your eyes, breathe in deeply, and gently whisper, 38. Picture the universe listening, not just hearing your words, but feeling your sincerity. Do you believe that change begins not outside, but within you? Could this practice help you discover not just luck, but clarity and purpose? Keep asking yourself, what is it that you truly want? This isn't just about winning numbers. It's about becoming the kind of person who is ready to receive blessings in all forms. So, are you ready to awaken the power already within you? What if the path to wealth was not just luck, but also insight? If that speaks to you, type karmic wealth in the comments to seal your intention. There's more guidance ahead. Don't miss the rest of this rare blend of spiritual wisdom and winning numbers. The energy of wealth and luck. How to become rich quickly and easily. You may think that being rich is something that only happens to other people, but the truth is, wealth is not something that is far away, but an energy that you can connect with and invite. In the light of Buddhist teachings, wealth is not just about money, it is about abundance in your soul, in your relationships, and in your peace in the face of life's challenges. When your mind is strong, your energy is strong. And when your energy is strong, blessings and good fortune will naturally come to you. But how do you open that door? The answer lies in a combination of faith, intentional action, and connecting with lucky frequency numbers. Number 1. Wealth is an energetic state, not just a financial result. Wealth is not just the money we hold or the possessions we collect. It is, at its root, an energy we carry, a subtle but powerful state of being that shapes how we experience life and what life brings back to us. In Buddhist philosophy, everything is impermanent. Money comes and goes, luck rises and falls. Even our relationships and health shift with time, but one thing we do have some control over is the quality of energy we cultivate within ourselves each day. This energy, born from our thoughts, emotions, and intentions, is what determines whether we live in harmony with abundance or remain stuck in the struggle of scarcity. Becoming truly wealthy is not just about effort or strategy. Many people work hard all their lives and still feel poor inside. True wealth arises when we align ourselves with the energy of wealth, an energy made up of gratitude, inner peace, clarity of purpose, and a sincere openness to receive blessings, help, and opportunities. When we vibrate with this frequency, we begin to attract people, ideas, and situations that match it. Our minds are like magnets, and whatever we focus on, whether fear or trust, lack or plenty, draws similar vibrations back into our lives. This principle is not only found in spiritual teachings, but echoed in modern psychology and even quantum theory. The Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." This isn't just poetic, it's practical. If your mind is filled with anxiety, envy, or self-criticism, you unconsciously repel the very opportunities that could uplift you. But when your mind is filled with appreciation, contentment, and gentle confidence, you create an opening for unexpected good to flow in. In the modern world, we're taught to hustle endlessly, to equate value with productivity, and to fear falling behind. But wisdom reminds us that chasing endlessly after wealth without tuning into the right energy leads to burnout and emptiness. Lao Tzu's words offer timeless guidance. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Start small. Each morning, before touching your phone or diving into tasks, sit for a few moments with your breath. Reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. This practice, though simple, begins to shift your energy. Speak kindly to yourself, and when someone gives you a compliment, receive it fully. These are the seeds of the wealth vibration. When challenges arise, don't see them as signs that you're unlucky. See them as chances to deepen your energy, to return again to calm and clarity. Wealth flows most easily to those who are not desperate for it, but who trust it will come. Just like a tree does not chase the sun, but simply grows toward it, you too can grow in the direction of abundance by remaining rooted in your values, open in your heart, and clear in your intention. Over time, as your inner state becomes rich, so too will your outer life begin to reflect that richness, not always in ways you expect, but always in ways that nourish your soul. Number 2. Activate abundance by aligning body, mind, intention. If you truly want to activate abundance in your life and attract wealth with greater ease, you must begin by aligning your body, mind, and intention. These 3 are like the roots of a strong, healthy tree. When they grow in harmony, everything that blooms above the surface becomes more vibrant, more powerful, and more capable of bearing fruit. Let's start with the body, because without physical well-being, it becomes difficult to carry the energy of wealth. Ask yourself, how do you feel in your body each day? Are you giving it the rest, movement, and nourishment it needs? A well-rested body, fueled by clean, living foods and moved with care, becomes a vessel capable of holding higher energy. When you meditate or simply breathe with awareness, even for a few minutes each day, your nervous system calms down, and in that calm space, you begin to open up to greater clarity and creativity. Now let's talk about the mind. The mind is where most of us unconsciously block abundance. Are you holding on to old resentments? Do you constantly compare yourself to others, thinking you're behind or not good enough? When your mind is cluttered with negativity, scarcity, or self-doubt, it's like trying to plant seeds in frozen soil. Nothing grows. But when you practice gratitude, when you forgive, not because the other person was right, but because you no longer wish to carry that weight, and when you allow your heart to be at peace, the soil becomes fertile again. What are you feeding your mind each day? What kind of thoughts are you choosing to focus on? And then there's intention, the most overlooked, but perhaps the most powerful element. Have you ever really taken the time to ask yourself what you truly want? And more importantly, do you believe you deserve it? So many people secretly feel unworthy of wealth, love, or success, and that belief becomes a silent wall between them and the life they desire. Your intention needs to be clear, strong, and rooted in the belief that you are enough as you are, not someday, not when you're more skilled or more accomplished, but right now. That belief is like a beacon, and it guides energy toward you. One simple but powerful practice you can begin each morning is this. Place your hand gently over your heart, take 3 slow, deep breaths, and say aloud or quietly in your mind, I am in harmony with the energy of abundance. It may feel small, but this ritual begins to shift your state. Do you see how your energy starts to settle when you do this? How your thoughts begin to align with something more open and hopeful? This isn't about magic, it's about awareness, about presence, and about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts wealth because you're living from a space of wholeness. So let me ask you this. What would your life look like if your body felt energized, your mind felt clear, and your heart truly believed it was worthy of receiving good things? What might change for you, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually? When body, mind, and intention move in the same direction, you become a magnet for abundance, not just the kind you can measure in dollars, but the kind that fills your life with purpose, peace, and possibility. The lesson here is simple. Wealth is not only something you go after, it's something you align with. Take care of your body, guide your mind, clarify your intention, and day by day, you'll begin to notice that abundance is not something far away, but something you've already started to live. Number 3. Use lucky numbers as spiritual anchors. When we talk about wealth, luck, and the mysterious pull of winning something as life-changing as a lottery, it's easy to get caught up in the fantasy. But have you ever considered that numbers themselves carry energy, and that when used with mindfulness and intention, they can become spiritual anchors in your daily life? I invite you to take a different approach to luck now, not as something random or out of reach, but as a flow of energy that you can connect with. Let's explore this through what I call spiritual numbers, symbols that carry meaning when you give them your attention and respect. From the list of powerful numbers 7, 43, 66, 65, 94, and 38, choose the one that speaks to you the most. Which number feels lucky, strong, or just right to you? That number becomes more than just a potential winning ticket. It becomes a daily reminder of your connection to abundance. Write it down and place it somewhere you see often, maybe in your wallet, your phone screen, or taped to your mirror. Each time you see it, don't just glance and move on. Pause, take a slow and mindful breath, and allow that moment to bring you back to the present. You're not just chasing luck, you're creating alignment. The Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." When you treat these numbers as symbols of your own clarity and purpose, you start to live not just by chance, but by choice. Take the number 66, for example. It's not only visually balanced, but symbolically represents completeness and the circulation of energy giving and receiving, effort and reward. Want to make this number meaningful? Each morning, write down 6 things you're grateful for, maybe your health, your family, the roof over your head, or even just your morning coffee. Then write 6 goals you hold for this year. They can be small steps or big dreams. And as you write, say the number 66, gently, almost like a sacred chant. Let it anchor you, help you focus, and remind you that energy flows where attention goes. Doesn't it feel different when you treat your intentions with that kind of care? Can you see how this practice brings not only a sense of peace, but also a quiet confidence that you are working with the energy of the universe, not against it? You see, luck isn't just a matter of numbers drawn from a machine. It's often the result of alignment between your thoughts, your energy, and your daily habits. When you move through your life with purpose, when you treat small rituals as meaningful, and when you allow yourself to believe that you are worthy of receiving, then even something as random as a lottery ticket begins to hold deeper meaning. So, I ask you now, what number speaks to your heart? What small ritual could you create today that reminds you to live with intention rather than just hope? The deeper message here is this: wealth and luck are not distant wishes. They're energies you meet halfway through your mindset, your awareness, and your actions. As the great teacher Thich Nhat Hanh said, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. In the same way, maybe your belief in luck is the first step toward creating your own. So go ahead, choose your number, breathe it in, write it down, and live with the quiet power of knowing that you are already walking in the direction of abundance. If this message touched your heart and you're ready to welcome abundance with intention, simply comment, 66 is my anchor below. Let this number be your daily reminder that wealth isn't just about luck, it's about alignment. Your journey toward peace and prosperity begins with one mindful step. Number 4. Release limiting beliefs and open the flow of prosperity. To truly unlock the flow of prosperity in your life, you must first turn inward and gently examine the silent beliefs that may be holding you back. Beliefs that have been shaped by years of conditioning, past experiences, and perhaps even family patterns around money. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, wealth is hard to achieve, or quietly whispering in your mind, I'm not good with money, or even more deeply, I don't deserve to be rich? These are not just harmless thoughts, they act like invisible locks that keep the doors of abundance closed, even when opportunities knock. The Buddha once said, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. So ask yourself, what thoughts are you allowing to shape your financial reality? Limiting beliefs often hide behind the scenes, influencing your decisions, your confidence, and your willingness to receive. But here's the good news. Beliefs are not fixed. They can be unlearned, and more importantly, they can be rewritten with conscious awareness and consistent practice. One of the most gentle yet powerful ways to do this is through affirmation, repeating simple, clear, and emotionally honest statements that begin to retrain your subconscious mind. Instead of reinforcing lack or fear, you begin to introduce new thoughts like, I'm learning how to receive abundance. I deserve a life of ease and wealth, and the right opportunities are already finding me. These aren't just empty words, they're seeds, and every time you speak them, especially in the quiet moments before sleep when your mind is most receptive, you are planting those seeds deep within your mental soil. Now, this doesn't mean that results appear overnight, but as any farmer knows, growth begins below the surface. Over time, these new thoughts start to influence your choices. You might start to see chances where you once saw problems, or feel more confident about taking financial steps that used to scare you. This is how energy shifts. In modern life, we often look for the next technique or shortcut to become rich quickly, but the truth is, wealth responds to your inner readiness to receive it, and that readiness begins with belief. As Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." So tonight, when the day is quiet and your heart is still, repeat your affirmations, not like someone begging for change, but like someone remembering their true worth. Say them with calm strength, even if you don't fully believe them yet. Let them become the new voice in your mind. Over time, those words will become your truth, and your energy will rise to match the life you truly desire, one filled with ease, with dignity, and with the quiet joy of knowing that you are no longer chasing wealth, but allowing it to flow toward you. Number 5. Intentional action creates real luck. Let's talk about something real, the kind of luck that doesn't just fall from the sky, but shows up when you take intentional action and prepare yourself to receive it. Wealth and success don't happen just because you wish for them. They grow from the steps you take, the choices you make, and the mindset you carry every single day. There's a saying that's often repeated in both business and Buddhist circles. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And that's exactly what this is about. If you're sitting back waiting for life to magically hand you the perfect opportunity, you may be missing the truth that luck is often created by those who are already in motion. So here's something practical and powerful that you can do right now. Grab a notebook and write down 3 big dreams you want to achieve in 2025. These can be anything: launching your own business, becoming debt-free, finding your dream home, or even just gaining peace of mind. Then, under each dream, write out 8 small, doable actions that will move you closer to that goal. It might be making a phone call, reading a book, opening a savings account, or talking to a mentor. This is called the 3 and 8 method, and it's inspired by the energy of the number 38, which in spiritual numerology symbolizes transcending limitations and tapping into infinite connection. When you move with purpose and clarity, even the smallest step can shift your energy and open new doors. Let me tell you a quick story. In Ohio, a woman named Linda had been stuck in a financial rut for years, working 2 jobs, feeling exhausted, and believing wealth just wasn't in the cards for her. But after hearing about the idea of aligning intention with action, she decided to choose the number 38 as her anchor. She wrote it on her phone screen and repeated it to herself like a quiet promise. Each morning she wrote down 3 dreams. One of them was starting her own baking business, and she followed it with 8 small actions, even if they were tiny. Within a year, not only did she launch her online bakery, but she also received unexpected support from a local investor who noticed her growing following. Was it luck? Perhaps. But more importantly, it was the result of action meeting opportunity. So I ask you, what are your 3 dreams? What small steps could you take this week that would get the wheels turning? Don't let the size of the goal scare you. Instead, focus on the size of your effort and your consistency. The lesson here is simple but powerful. When you move with calm, focused intention, the universe moves with you. Use the energy of number 38 as a reminder that you're not alone. Every step you take with clarity invites support, resources, and timing to align in ways you never expected. Don't wait for luck, create it. And there you have it, 6 powerful numbers, each carrying its own sacred energy, waiting not just to be picked, but to be practiced. Whether it's number 7's divine clarity, 60, 5's harmony, or 30, 8's infinite possibility. Remember, luck is not just chance, it's often the quiet reward of inner alignment, spiritual readiness, and courageous action. If this video brought you insight or inspiration, Please support our journey by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the Journey of Wisdom. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next teaching or practice that may shift your path. Until then, stay grounded, stay open, and may your steps be guided by wisdom in numbers and in life.